You all saw this comparison with Summit that I made earlier. Well, I have a new comparison here with weightlifting limits that the RK25 just blows away the competition. You may not know what this is. I certainly didn't know what it was, but it is called a Dyno, and it's about 7.5 feet or so across. The rollers are. It's actually much wider than that. It is really heavy. According to the website, it weighs about 3,000 pounds. This here is looking up a current model of something very similar to it and same brand. I need you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Can you do that for me? Thank you. This thing is super heavy. It weighs, it says on there about 3,200 pounds. I don't think it weighs quite that much because the cover and the top and the computer, electronics, whatever is not in it. But the portion that's heavy is in it. And you can see the rollers right there. They're just iron.
All right,
super
center
heavy.
down.
I guess vehicles have their wheels on them and they can drive them in place and test out engines, but it is
Jump
really
forward.
heavy. The most I could do was just barely lift it off the trailer. Not enough that I could actually lift it more than a half an inch or so, but it was enough to get it off the trailer and pull it and set it down.
Center down. Come forward. All right,
Deon
center
had
down.
tried lifting this with the RK24 and it would not lift it. He
That's
could only
good.
lift one side at a time,
Perfect.
which actually surprised me because I didn't think the RK25 could lift any more than the 24. My best guess
Down.
with this was somewhere around 2,500
Down.
pounds.
Down. Down. There you go. High five.
You can't go any higher than that. We're breaking up here the ground for a pond, so all in one day we're taking the topsoil off before the bulldozer comes in. I suppose they would probably separate it, but we need it now. We've got the RK and we've got an old Ford. I think it's a 9N, I'm not quite sure. And we're using the tines on the box blade to break up the topsoil first, and then we're scraping it off, which I scraped a bunch off already with the tractor, with the RK, but Rex kind of struggles a little bit, even though he does fine. Rex struggles to actually dig it off. And then we've got Jerison over here with the little tractor, and he found how fun it is to back up those tiny little trailers. But we're working here. It's all going. While Adam is scraping the topsoil, I'm digging the clay so he can use it in his barn. He wants the clay specifically for a under part of the concrete. Anyhow, I'm dumping that into the trailer. This would be next to impossible if it was not for the Piranha Bar. That Piranha Bar is extremely helpful and it makes your tractor work a lot less. My brother really likes to dig by hand. Now I'm taking the topsoil and putting it around Adam's barn. That way it'll have a slope and you'll see that coming up right here. Not only does the piranha bar let you dig much better for scraping up the topsoil or clay, it also holds a lot more in the bucket. There's no doubt in my mind that the RK25 is one of the best tractors in the class, according to whatever that means. But it can pick up quite a bit of dirt in comparison to other ones. And the piranha bar sure does help.
Settle a bit, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's looking a lot better.
And I don't know.
What's that?
Like this here,
no,
is there
in the way.
is there something that, like, do you want me to just not like just say, well, I'll just dump some here? I guess I could pick it up with my bucket and move it.
Good. We're good.
At this point, we got enough topsoil around the barn, and we did quite a few loads, probably, I don't know, 25 maybe. And that's pretty good. And now we're just going to start scraping up the topsoil so Adam can get to the clay that he needs to underneath. Okay, we just hit 200 hours on the tractor. Look at that. Not too bad for 1 year. I think the kids had more fun with piling up the dirt than I did. First time he's been able to put his tractor inside, and the tractor says yes. We got the topsoil all cleared off, and Adam's using the clay inside of his barn for the subsoil. So the topsoil's all pushed off to the sides, and all done with the tractor.